Hello again. We are going to take another look at using an apostrophe when we have omitted a letter. And we're just going to be using the letters that we have covered. Our wee story is all going to be about this little puppy. And the first two questions are going to be without apostrophes because I want you to think about a different sort of punctuation. So here's our puppy patting the top. And somebody has come along to ask, is it Spot? That's our first sentence. Is it Spot? Pause the video if you'd like to. Ask somebody else to say the sentence to you if you'd like to. Come back to me when you're ready. How did you get on? Is it Spot? There we go. We can see is it Spot. And because Spot is a name, we've given it a capital letter. Then we had a question mark. Did you spot that? How about the next sentence? No spots. No spots. Have a go at writing that one. Here we are. No spots. And we can tell that's how it was said because of the exclamation mark. I think maybe the owner had got a little bit fed up with being asked that. If a puppy's got no spots, you aren't going to call it Spot. Our next sentence is going to use the word isn't. Now we take it from is and not. Is not. First thing we do is omit the space between the words. Isn't. And then we put the apostrophe in the space after that letter N and finish off the word isn't. Let's have a go at our sentence. It isn't Spot. It isn't Spot. Okay, work with me if you'd like to. It. Well, I think we're quite used to writing this word. It's at the beginning of a sentence, so we have that capital I. It isn't. So let's have a think. We write is, which is a strategy word. And then we could hear n, isn't. Then we put the apostrophe because we haven't said that O sound. We've left it out of the word. Then we write a letter T for the sound at the end. Oh, don't forget to dot the I. It isn't Spot. Capital S again because it's his name. And this time I'm just going to put a full stop at the end. It isn't Spot. Practice writing isn't. You can change the colour of your pen if you'd like to go over it a few times so you get the hang of missing out the space between the words and missing out the letter O. Choose any colour you like to go over the words and have a wee think about that apostrophe. You can see here, sometimes the apostrophe isn't quite as good as others. Just needed that little bit of practice. Let's move on to our next sentence. Do you think we're going to find out the puppy's name? It is, looks like we are, but it's going to be the word it's. So we leave out that space, but we haven't put another letter next to it because that's where the apostrophe is going to go. It's. So the apostrophe is going in that space, but we've missed out the letter I. And our sentence is, it's Pat. It's Pat. Let's have a go at writing that one. It's. We are doing a lot of sentences that start with a capital I. Then we write the T. We need the letter T. Then we write the apostrophe in that space to show that there is a letter missing. It's Pat. A capital P. A is A. T is T. Let's have a think about the punctuation. It's Pat. Yeah. An exclamation mark. This puppy with no spots is called Pat. Pat the puppy. Have a wee go at writing it's again with a capital letter and without it, because sometimes it will be in the middle of a sentence. It's. When we have an apostrophe, it is always short for it is. And you can go back and check. Whatever sentence you've written, you check. It is Pat. Yep, that sentence made sense. I know that this time when I wrote it's, I needed an apostrophe. There, I've changed the colour of my pen again and again. That extra little practice to think about apostrophe. For an omitted letter. So did I need an apostrophe op? Yes, I did. Thank you for joining me.